Well, here we are taking a look at the third phase of Scorpio, the highest phase of one of the most intense and important signs of the zodiac, if not the most important sign of the zodiac, when transformation of energy and personality are considered. Sex, death, regeneration, other people's resources all contribute to our understanding of the not-self and our ability to join with that and grow beyond our own limitations and especially our own ego prejudices and desires. The third phase of Scorpio, the highest phase, is considered the eagle phase, or the flight of the bird to the sun, so to speak, or to parts unknown, especially when you're dealing with the sign of Scorpio itself. And what this really alludes to is the fact that the organism now has come from a very unconscious stage with a lot of deep personal desires and hidden factors, all the way through a healing phase and then a release of the spirit, which is no longer captured by an ego that's crystallized or an ego that is formed. Not that the ego actually dies, but it transforms to allow, if you will, the light to penetrate. And the light we're discussing, of course, is the light of spirit. And the flight of the eagle is considered to be the spiritual flight that one goes through when one transforms the ego self. Also, the eagle vision is considered to be that kind of broad view of far into the future, far into the past perspective that you have once you've transformed your ego. So it's akin to what the Orientalists would call the third eye opening, so that now you see beyond the illusions and delusions that are connected with not only your ego untransformed, but also with this plane of existence. The Scorpionic viewpoint, of course, can go deep within the mystery and can continue to motivate the person to discover what's behind the mask, what's behind the intent. And these people tend to be tremendous psychologists, psychics, occultists, and individuals who are now standing on the threshold of being able to take their rightful part in the service of humanity, rather than being self-serving individuals who are basically on power manipulation trips. So this is not the kind of Scorpio you're necessarily going to run into as you walk down the street. These people are very rare, and the whole idea of the transformed ego takes tremendous stress. You have to survive a tremendous amount of transformation, and you have to have the ability to go beyond what we might call everyday ordinary reality in order to be able to accomplish this. You have to see things in the broadest possible sense to be able to eliminate the pain and the fear that go along with a transforming ego. Just one of the things that we want to consider when we're looking at the third phase of Scorpio. Another interesting fact about Scorpio is that if we take a look at the constellation in the sky and we pair it up with the next sign of the zodiac, which is Sagittarius, we see that that particular cusp more or less outlines the galactic center. And so once we transform our ego, once we have this broad view, then information from the cosmos starts to impinge upon our consciousness, or what used to be called cosmic consciousness starts to enter in. This is a very interesting fact, and the cusp between Scorpio and Sagittarius, or the stinger of the scorpion and the point of the arrow in Sagittarius, becomes a very pointed message about the origins of the consciousness of our species, lowly as it is, and bound here to the earth. I just wanted to put a little vocalization behind all of this, and thank you very much for coming to my website and studying.